we do art to kind of represent something or represent us, we hope that it'll last longer than we do. What will we be remembered by? I'm from Pell City, Alabama. I've lived here my whole life. My grandfather, he had been sick. He had dementia, and he had progressively gotten worse over the past 5 years, really. So he passed away in October. When I started to become older is when he started to have the dementia, and so I don't think I really knew him. You know, I feel like maybe I knew parts of him, but I never got to get close to him because of that. So I started going through all these photos, and I mean, there were like 3 boxes just full of photos of his life. I thought, okay, this could be really neat to do something where you have a life and you see pieces of it maybe disappear. So I started with painting, and I had gone and bought fabrics, and I had gone to antique stores to look for things that kind of fit the little bit of the life I did know. I wanted a lot of textures. Layers was all I could think about, so I'd try to have a texture and then a fabric and then pictures. And at first I thought, I'm gonna use him, but I'm not gonna use his stories. I'm just gonna make up my own stories. As I tried to write stories, I realized that there was just no way I could just make up a life. I emailed the whole family and I told them, I've decided to do this on Pops. I got a letter in the mail from my grandmother, and as I read it, I thought, maybe I can use this text. My name is Albert Enzer Bowman, and they have said that I'll lose most of my memories. I have some stored up feelings about it, but I hope mostly that everyone will just remember me. And I knew that I wanted the book to fade. You know, you have these stories and you're happy, and then things become confusing, and then things are kind of dark. The very last page is just a blob of paint, you know, but there's a light. You see a hope in it. I tried to use the pictures as kind of a compass of maybe what he thought, or if I was him, what would he be thinking? Trying to get into the mode of being him, being an old man versus a young girl, you know, it was hard to put myself in that place, but it was kind of necessary to write a book in first person. I feel like I know him better, more than I did when he was alive. You know, it was very personal. It's my grandfather, and it's about stories, and it's about life and our memories, and how we, you know, relate to our own ancestors, and how do we grow from what they have been, and, you know, what are we going to become because of that.